It's in vogue to hate on Disney Star Wars films.
Some even take perverse pleasure in Disney's failure.
But I'm going to buck the trend and tell you that I actually liked Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens. I'm from Generation X. We saw the original Star Wars in the movie theater when it was first released. We grew up playing with our Star Wars toys. We anxiously awaited the Star Wars prequels. And then were greatly disappointed. So we were ready for a burst of nostalgia.
And J.J. Abrams delivered.
We wondered what happened to Han and Leia after Return of the Jedi. And Abrams showed us. He brought back X-Wing fighters.
And TIE fighters?
And stormtroopers. Abrams introduced us to some interesting new characters.
A stormtrooper who discovered morals.
And a brash and talented young pilot. And a young and vulnerable woman trapped on a desert planet. Rey is such a polarizing figure.
Some call her a Mary Sue.
I even had to look up what a Mary Sue was. She's not a Mary Sue. She didn't run to adventure.
She wanted to go home.
She ran away from the Force.
It frightened her.
The first time the Force was used against her, she was easily overcome.
She only began to understand the Force when Kylo Ren reached into her mind.
And it opened a pathway for her to use it back against him. Only then does she start experimenting with using the Force.
Even then it was clunky.
Look at her lightsaber fighting. She doesn't have skill technique. She only overcomes Kylo Ren by using anger and aggression. And anger and aggression lead to the dark side. Sure, Han seems to trust her right away.
But she grew up scavenging spaceships.
It's only logical she knew how they worked. Plus, at the time, before Episodes 8 and 9 messed everything up, it seemed like Han really knew something about Rey. Something about her past, maybe. And yeah, Disney seriously dropped the ball with that. But in Episode 7, she is not some overly perfect character who distorts the plot. It's not like there are any male characters who have any superhuman strengths or abilities.
The Force Awakens gave us the action and adventure we were craving.
It gave us a seriously flawed villain with grandpa issues.
It set the stage for Kylo Ren's internal conflict and utilized the symbolism of light and dark very well.
Was the movie perfect? By no means. It lacked originality. It was a rehash of the first Star Wars movie. That is, Episode 4, as we now call it. It had some serious plot holes. Like, if there already was a New Republic, what exactly was the point of the First Order?
How did it get the resources for all those troops and weapons?
And who was Snoke? And where was he during the Galactic Empire? These questions could have been answered satisfactorily in the following movies. But of course, they weren't. And we now know Episodes 8 and 9 lost that cohesive story. But back when Episode 7 was all we had hope. It ended on such a hopeful note.
Even its stars are having fun looking forward to the unfolding adventure.
Although Disney did squander all of the potential for The Force Awakens in the following movies, for me, it still remains enjoyable. And probably one of the top 5 of all the Star Wars movies, including Disney Star Wars stories. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and I thought you'd enjoy this. I noticed it when I was editing. Yep, there in the corner is my son saying, "What the hell is Dad doing now?" So I hope you enjoyed this format. I enjoyed making it, but it's not perfect. I still need to learn a couple of editing techniques, and I need some more equipment. But the old man's getting there.
Leave a comment below. Let me know if there's any other topics or any other kind of video you'd like to see in the future. Give us a like and subscribe to this channel. And hit the bell button if you want to get notification when we release videos in the future. Thanks again.